Hey guys, this is Ethan with Merlin Models, and we've got a very special release to talk to you about. I know you guys might have seen this a little bit earlier when we had the sample for our Outer Rim themed Sabaac set, but now they are officially in. We have just shipped off all of the versions that everybody pre-ordered, and now these are officially available in stock to buy. So I wanted to do a nice little unboxing video to show you everything about it, and then go over the rules for 76 card Sabaac, so that you can see how easy it is to play and how it might actually make the game more interesting in some ways. So first off, this is the new case for our themed set. It's shrink wrapped really nicely. I think we did a fantastic job in the research and development phase with coming up with just a whole nother level of luxury for you guys on these collectible sets. So if we open up our packaging here, nice and tightly shrink wrapped, we've got a hand-stitched leather box with a snap in the front. If you undo your snap and lift it up, we have a beautiful tan velvet interior. We adjusted some of the foam inserts from the sample, so now everything fits just a little bit smoother. The first item is the now gold aged coin, which makes much more sense for the Tatooine slash Outer Rim type feel that we were going for with this theme. On both sides, you have the Sabaac logo, so you don't have to see our brand name on it. Then the dice are also themed for the Outer Rim as well. We call them bone dice. They actually have a little bit of shimmer to them as well, which is really cool. These are a handcrafted resin dice, so they're not going to damage any tables. They still have a great weight and feel to them. They roll awesome, and we do have some extras so that you can buy these on their own if you want to. And then the awesomeness that is the deck. So we've got a full tarot card sized deck. Again, these are not tarot cards, but that is the size definition. It is shrink wrapped as well, so everything's nice and clean. We're using our same Magician's quality black core linen card paper. So this is the back of the card. As you can see, really cool design there. And then this is the face. So we've got this nice aged look. We wanted it to look like it was hand done. That was the plan. So as you go through, we've got the different suits and then some face cards. Again, hand drawn. Very cool. Some face cards here. There's some sabers. We get to the saber face cards. Again, just a really cool artistic design. The staffs. And then we've got the negative numbers, which all have their own unique symbol, and there's 2 of each in the deck. And then the special Cylops cards have this awesome cold foil application. So instead of using hot foil where it's imprinted into the card, this is cold foil, so it sits just a little bit above the ink. And we used a color changing holographic foil, so it's got greens and reds and oranges and golds inside. So you've got those two. And then what we did, which is different than what we did on the first one, is we made both instruction cards that are double-sided, and there's 4 of each for each of the 4 players, and then if you have more than 4 players, you can share them. And then we also have the winning and losing examples, which are also double-sided, and we have 4 of those as well, so you got your cheat sheets. To play the game, it's a lot easier than you think it is, so we didn't need any pictures to show you. But let's go ahead and change the view so you can see a little bit closer about these cards, and we'll do an example hand and show you how easy it is to play. All right, so we've got everything set up. Let's go over the rules of 76 card Sabaac, which is the classic Sabaac. Sabaac is a card game for 2 to 8 players with 76 cards divided up into 4 main suits and a set of face cards. The main suits consist of coins, flasks, sabers, and staves with values of positive 1 to 11, and then a set of ranked cards. So you have your positive 1 through 11. We marked the positive numbers in green to make it easy to understand. And then ranked cards of 12 to 15, called Commander, Mistress, Master, and Ace, with values 12 through 15. The face cards come in pairs of 2, with a special name and value to them. The face cards consist of the Idiot, with a value of 0. Those are the nice foily cards. Then we have Queen of the Air, consisting of a value of -2. Then we have Endurance, with a value of -8. Then we have the Star, with a value of -10. Then we have Balance, with a value of -11. Then we have Demise, with a value of -13. Then we have Moderation, with a value of -14. And then we have the Evil One, with a value of -15. Now, to play the game, the names don't matter, but it's just a nice bit of lore that goes along with the system. There are 2 pots to win in Sabaac. The Hand Pot, which is taken by the winner of the current hand, and the Sabaac Pot, which is built over several hands and taken by a player who wins with a specific hand. The object of the game is to have a card total closest to positive 23 or negative 23 without going over or under positive 23 or negative 23. A total that is over positive 23, under negative 23, or 0 is called a bomb out, which will result in the player having to pay a penalty into the Sabaac pot. Okay, so we're just going to shuffle the cards. I'll just do a quick shuffle just to make sure we've got a little bit of variety in the examples. Okay, so the dealer that gets chosen, they get the dice, they get the coin that sits in front of them. Then they're going to deal out 2 cards to each player. We'll pretend that we've got 3 players. And then they set the deck in front of them. Now, I'll pretend that these are my cards. Player to the left of the dealer goes first. During the action phase, players have 4 options, very similar to regular Spike. Gain, which is to take the top card from the deck and add it to your hand. Swap means to place a card from your hand into the discard pile. You must place your card first into the discard pile. So I could place this card into the discard pile and then draw a card from the top of the deck. Stay means nothing happens. Fold, you fold just like poker. Put your hand in the discard pile face up and pay 1 credit to the Sabaac pot. Once all players have completed their turn, the dealer will roll the Sabaac dice. If they are doubles, then all players will turn in all of their cards and receive 3 new cards. So this is different than Spike, where with Spike, you only have to do that if you roll the double Spike dice, and then other things happen when you roll regular doubles. On here, any double will cause you to have to change all of your cards, basically resetting the game, except that you're already in the rounds and have already bet, probably. Very risky. Now the player to the left of the dealer has the option to bet by placing credits into the hand pot. If a bet is placed, each player must match the bet. If they wish to continue playing, going clockwise, players can match, raise, or fold. Betting continues until no one wishes to raise further. Once all the bets are in, the player to the left of the dealer becomes the new dealer for the next round, and this will continue for 2 more rounds. After the 3rd round of play, the game can continue, but any player can call the hand. So if you say call the hand, then all player actions cease and the betting begins. Players may now choose to stay, raise, or fold. Once all the bets have been placed, the dice are rolled one last time. Then we see if you actually get to keep that hand, and then we check about winning or losing. Again, for winning and losing, it's really, really simple math. All we're doing is looking for positive 23 -23, or whatever is closest to that number. However, when calculating your score, the negative number total will be of a higher value than the same positive number total. So if I have a negative number, let's go look at these cards. So that's a bust. That's -24, 18. There's +23. And let's find a good negative number here. -20. All the positive numbers. Okay, let's just explain it. Let's pretend that we have a +20 and a -20. There we go. +20, -20. The -20 will win the hand because it is much harder to get a negative number. Remember, there are 4 suits of 15 cards in this deck that are all positive numbers. Then you only have 14 cards that are negative out of the entire deck. So being able to get your +23 or -23 are much harder to begin with than just regular Spike, but also, because it's so rare, that negative number counts for so much more. The player with the closest hand to +23 or -23 without bombing out is considered a non-pure Sabaac and is the winner of the hand pot. If a player has a pure Sabaac or Idiot's Array, they also win the Sabaac pot. That would be the second betting pot. So that's the basics of how to play. Again, the rules are going to be on these cards. An Idiot's Array, if you're unaware, is one of the most famous hands in Sabaac. The Idiot's Array is created by combining +2, +3, and the 0 Idiot card. This is the best hand of the game and beats a pure Sabaac hand. So +2 and +3, 23, but it's not really a 23. And then you also have to have the Idiot. So again, that's listed here. We've got the full rules on this card. So again, it's really simple to play. I feel like it's a little bit simpler to play than Spike, but I feel like it's harder to get the pure Sabaac, which I think makes it much more fun, and you're actually going to build that Sabaac pot a lot higher because it's so much harder to get those negative numbers in your hand. So that's one of the reasons why we really like it. So this is our game. Look for some more themed decks coming out soon. Go ahead and comment. Let us know what you think. Join us on YouTube to see some more videos of this kind of stuff, especially if we end up doing some live streams. We're working on a signature set that's going to have both types of cards, both the standard Sabaac as well as the Carillion Spike Sabaac set, plus the shift dice, plus the regular dice, plus special coins, plus chips. I mean, the whole 9 yard. We're working on everything. It's going to be absolutely amazing. So you want to make sure that you follow Merlin Models to keep abreast of that situation. Of course, we will try to post some updates, but we probably won't talk about it a tremendous amount in the forums, except on our own pages until it's ready to go. But you definitely want to keep track of that. But that's about it, guys. Have fun. These are available on the Etsy store. Check the link in the description to get yours and play Sabaac.